What's up everybody, Nate K here, supergeekfit.com. I've got my notepad and my geeky sweater here, and I'm here to help you guys out with keeping your diet from getting axe murdered by the beast they call Thanksgiving. So, without any further ado, here we go. Tip number 1, avoid the heavy holiday drinks. This is the time of year where it's perfectly acceptable to get drunk on something that's basically kind of like pancake batter, but with Jack Daniels in it. I speak, of course, of eggnog. And there's plenty of other gross holiday treasures that we all put into our coffee cups and such and don't really think twice about drinking probably too much of. Eggnog being one of them, but then of course there's things like mulled wine and those wonderful holiday shakes that, what's it called? Steak and Shake does. I really like the white chocolate one. It's terrible for you though. They're all really terrible for you. Basically, you've got a lot of stuff you're going to be expected to eat on Thanksgiving dinner, and when, Aunt Inez comes by and wants you to eat some of her figgy pudding, you're going to be expected to put down a decent amount. Tip number 2, save dessert for dessert. You remember in Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past when you'd walk into a room and it'd close up and then all the tiles would come flying at you and you had to stand in the doorway and swing your sword and knock them all back? It's kind of like that, except for when you walk in, there's like a bowl of M&Ms, and then there's little chocolates over here, and then there's little cakey doos over here, and then cookies, and there's crap everywhere to munch on, right? Candy nuts and stuff. Well, try to stay away from all that stuff. Kind of work the slalom course through all of that crap and avoid eating all that stuff before dinner, because that's the stuff that's going to kind of pile on the calories and fat, and you really don't have to eat all that stuff. It's just that people put it out to be a good host or hostess. You don't have to eat it though. Nobody usually makes those by hand, so you're not going to hurt anybody's feelings. Make sure you save the sweet stuff for the end of the meal when the fat lady sings. Tip number 3, find the salad and vegetables and get stuck to them. If you're like my family, most people don't bring a lot of vegetables. There's usually 1 or 2 people that do. Most of the time it's my mom, and she brings this big glorious salad and most people don't touch it. It sits in the corner in the back and everyone kind of walks around and goes, not today, maybe some other time, vegetables. Well, don't be that guy. Make sure that you find the salad or vegetables and deal yourself a whole half a plate. It should probably be the first half of your first plate. That way you'll have a nice solid vegetable base. You'll start to fill yourself up a little bit, and you'll have plenty of vitamins and minerals to help you kind of feel better and get over all of the crap that's about to go down your gullet. Tip number 4, avoid the casseroles. Or, if you can, just take little bits of them. Everybody piles on the casseroles, the tater casseroles, the sweet tater casseroles, my personal fave, and, the mac and cheeses and all that stuff. They're all really heavy-duty stuff. Lots of whipping cream, lots of butter, lots of margarine, and they're just super not good for you. They've got a lot of salt. Try to stay away from all that stuff if you can. And if you have to eat some, do little scoops here and there just so you can say you tried it. Try to stick to, like I usually say, the vegetables and the lean meats and things like that, because the casseroles are what's really going to get you. Tip number 5, take tiny desserts over the... I hate that coffee pot. That leads us to tip number 5. So, in the game, the main levels are the appetizers, the little candies and treats sitting out, tasty drinks and hot cocos, the main courses and stuff. What's the boss battle? The dessert. And it's coming at you. So, if your family's anything like mine, everybody brings a dessert. Some people spend significant amounts of time making their own style of blueberry pie or whatever it might be, but other folks just grab something at Sam's Club or Quick Trip, pop it out of the plastic, and it's good to go. You don't have to eat all that stuff. What I would do is I would stick to the stuff that people made by hand, because most of the time it kind of hurts people's feelings if you don't at least try it, and cut yourself off a tiny little square. Me and my fiance usually split stuff, so they'll make a piece of pie that's like that big, and then she and I will split that, and then they've got the little cubes of little things. Cut those into small bits, take small scoops of stuff, so you don't have to get super Jabba the Hut on all of the sugary, heavy-duty desserts at the end. And make sure you try Aunt Inez's or Grandma Kay's special thing. It took her a lot of time. And if you're going to eat anything, you should probably eat the stuff that makes them feel good, right? I guess. Last tip, skip the ice cream. Unless your family has a habit of making homemade ice cream every Thanksgiving, in which case, I'd love to try some. But the ice cream is just kind of an extra thing. You don't really need it, and nobody's going to really get bent out of shape if you don't eat it. It doesn't really add much to the dessert, so I would go ahead and just leave the ice cream on the side and save that for another time. Besides, it's cold outside. What are you doing eating ice cream anyways? Well, anyway, I'm going to be late, so With no further ado, that's your 6 tips for surviving the holiday feast season. Happy Thanksgiving, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. Bye.